what is database? A database is a collection of information that is organized so it can be easily be accessed, managed, and updated. In one view, database can be classified according to the types of content: bibliographic, full text, numeric, and image. There is a famous open source database called MySQL, which is used by many people and can be a good representative of database. So, how many types of database now? There are 12 database types, and I will talk about them. Relational database. This is the most common of all different types of database. In this, the data is a relational database is stored in various data tables. Each table has a key field which is used to connect it to the other table. Hence, all the tables are related to each other through several key fields. These databases are extensively used in various industries and will be the one you are most likely to come across when working in IT. Operation database. In its day-to-day operation, an organization generates a huge amount of data. Think of this such as inventory management, purchases, transactions, and financials. All this data is collected in a database which is often known by several names such as operational product database, subject area database, or transaction databases. An operational database is usually hugely important to organizations as they include a customer database, personal database, and inventory database, i.e. the data of how much the product the company has well as information on the customers who buy them. The data stored in operational database can be changed and manipulated depending on what the company requires. Database warehouse. Organizations are required to keep all relevant data for several years. In the UK, it can be as long as 6 years. This data is also an important source of information for analyzing and comparing the current year data with that of the past year, which is also make it easier to determine key trends taking place. All this data from the previous years are stored in a database warehouse. Since the data stored has gone through all kinds of screening, editing, and integration, it does not need to any further editing or automation. Disturbed database. Many organizations have a several office location, manufacturing plants, regional office, branch office, and a head office in different geography locations. Each of these work groups has many have their own database, which together will form the main database of the company. This is known as the distributed database. End-user database. There is a variety of data available at the workstation of all the end users of any organizations. Each workstation is like a small database in itself, which includes data in spreadsheet, presentation, workfield, notepad, and download files. All such small databases from a different type of database called the end-user database. External database. There is a sea of information available outside world which is required in organizations. There are privately owned data for which one can have a conditional and limited access for a photo. This data is meant for commercial usage. All such databases outside organizations which are used in limited access are together called external database. Hypermedia database. Most websites have a various interconnection multimedia pages which might include text, video clips, audio clips, photographs, and graphics. These all need to be stored in the cloud from somewhere when the web page is created, all of them together from the hypermedia database. Navigation database. Navigation database has all the items which are referenced from the other object. In this, one has a negative from one reference to other or one object to other. It might be using modern system like Express. One of the application of is the air flight management system. In-memory database. An in-memory database stores data in a computer memory instead of using a disk-based storage system. It is faster and more reliable than that in a disk. They can find their applications and the telecommunications network equipment. Document-oriented database. A document-oriented database is a different types of database which is used application which are document-oriented. The data is stored in the form of text recorded instead of being stored in a data table as usually happens. Real-time database. A real-time database handles the stock market database where the value of sharing change every minute and need to be updated in a real-time database. This type of database is also used in medical and scientific analysis, banking, accounting, processing control, reservation system, etc. Essentially anything which requires access to fast-moving and constantly changing information. Analytical database. An analytical database is used to store information from different types of database, such as lab operation database and external database. Other names given to analytical database are information database, management database, or multi-dimension database. This data stored in the analytical database is used by management from analyze purpose, hence the name. The data is an analytical database cannot be changed on Moneycloud. Thank you.